Gemini, let's clarify and see what's coming up for you in love. Okay, the Tower, King of Pentacles, the Fool, Six of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Okay, there's a relationship that's dissolving for some of you. Remember I mentioned with the World card can sometimes be seen as two worlds apart. You can see this in the artwork here. She looks like she's in one world, and it looks like there's, another world that's miles away from her, and she's so immersed in what she's doing that she can't see, or she's not wanting to see this other world. She's not wanting to open up just yet. And for some, I feel like there's two worlds that are colliding. There's a breakup that's happening for some of you. There's a dissolving of a relationship here. You've worked tirelessly for this Gemini, for this person, for them to see you, to acknowledge you, to realize your worth. And for some of you, this isn't happening. And it's time to break away from the past. It's time to break away from negative cycles here with this person, because for some there's possibly a Taurus or an Aries here for some of you, where something isn't working, or where this major change is around this person, you and this person and your relationship together. Because the Tower card is destruction, and look at this Seven of Wands. Should pair these together actually. I feel like Seven of Wands, this is defensiveness, pressure. You shouldn't have to defend your position. You shouldn't have to pressure someone, because if they were ready and they were able and as committed as you were, Gemini, this wouldn't be happening. So sometimes we need to walk away. And someone out there wants to take you from this person, whether it's a friend. I almost feel like for some there's a friend that might make you see that this person is either taking you for granted or underestimating you. This person is helping you heal. So don't be, I guess for some of you, you may be discouraged to hear what they have to say, Gemini. But for some, they come from a good place and they speak the truth. As an outsider, they're telling you their perspective. Of course, if you feel this person is malicious or jealous, then perhaps this reading isn't for you. But I feel this person is, for the most part, coming from a good place and wants to see you healed, doesn't want to see you with heartbreak or resistance or pressure, because there's a lot of this with the Seven of Wands. And for some, it's like whether you have to report your actions or be held accountable, you have to tell them everywhere you're going. This is lack of trust. And why is this person lacking trust? Maybe they have their own insecurities, or maybe themselves have, maybe they're being too loose on this relationship and not as committed. So whatever it is that's going on, with the Hanged Man here, you're waiting on things to get better relationship-wise. And for some, I just don't see it happening. For some, I feel like you need to walk away because enough is enough. Now for others, I feel like the Tower can symbolize electricity and major chemistry happening with someone here. And it might be an Aries or a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, possibly another fire sign here, Sagittarius or Aries as well. And there was a strong Aquarius with the Star card here. Because for some, there's someone that is destined to be in your path here. And I feel they're going to show up again in your future with the Three of Wands. There's something about a journey you have to travel on. It's interesting that the Fool came up as well, because I feel like this may have to do with something about a trip. Or, as I said, if you're planning to move, to relocate with the World card, life as you know it is going to change. And I think there's a brand new person that's waiting for you with whichever decision you decide. If this is a new job, to live abroad, relocations, whatever changes you're deciding to make here, Gemini, in the physical realm, as indicated by the Ace of Pentacles here, it's actually going to lead you to new opportunities. And definitely a new relationship for some, or two even fated relationships for others. But it's quite a refined energy with the King of Pentacles here. Now, Taurus and Gemini have been dancing around each other for quite some time. It doesn't necessarily mean this person is a Taurus. They might have Taurus energy somewhere in their natal chart. Or they might have the finesse, a stability, practicality, the sensuality of a Taurus. So they might exhibit Taurian traits in one aspect or another. And this is someone, they're coming in, this person possibly has choices around them. And for some, I feel like they're so enamored with you that they want to choose you. But I'm not sure if you're being too much of a free spirit here, Gemini, and perhaps not as open to allowing them, to allow them to come into your life and be a potential suitor, a potential long-term partner. Because I feel like this person is wanting a relationship. And they're wanting it with you because one person they prize higher than the other. And I think this is you. They're very enamored with the way you speak, what you say, how you act, your mannerisms. Just you as a person is what I'm seeing here. So there's a very strong, a notion of someone going from the Page of Pentacles to the Knight, which shows substantial growth in feelings. And this is more attraction, sensuality. And this person's feelings are growing for you in a very, very big way here, a very noticeable way. This Fool card here, I think, points more towards the Tower. It also points to embracing something, or just, for some, I feel like you're just tired of fighting or pressuring someone, and you feel like you're coming to the point where you just have to accept them how they are. Sometimes, yes, we do have to accept people how they are, but it really depends on the situation here. And if this person is causing you Seven of Wands Tower energy, then you shouldn't settle for this person, Gemini, because they're not worthy. If they're treating you this way now, how will they treat you in the future? So you need to think about these things, because instead of coming in and waving a white flag and going, I surrender, this is as good as this person is going to get, this is the behavior I have to expect from them. This is not the case, because they need respect and devotion and dignity and consideration and love for you, because it needs to happen. Otherwise, it will only get worse from here. It'll only bubble up inside you, Gemini, and you'll get to a point where you might even initiate the Tower and just say, no, enough is enough. I've had it. The Two of Pentacles, I think you're in two minds about something here, about something serious. Again, for some, I feel like it's relation to a journey or possibly a long-distance relationship. It could be an earth sign here that you may be dealing with. For some, there's someone you've been chasing here, Gemini. You've been chasing them for a very, very long time. You've been waiting on them, stalking them on social media, waiting for them to respond, waiting for them to become single. And for some, it's not happening, at least not now. But that's okay, because I feel like fate has other plans for you. Or maybe the timing isn't right. The Star card can bring something about timing, but it's also symbolic of healing. So maybe there's something that needs to happen. Maybe you need to heal within yourself. Maybe you need reconciliation or absolution within yourself before you can invite someone else into your life. Because maybe you're in two minds. You don't know what you want yet. You think you want one thing, but really you may end up wanting something completely different. Because remember, your life can change in a big way here, 3 years even. This could be a life-changing decision here for you in regards to love. But for some, if you've been single, I feel like there might be a one-night stand coming in that may develop into something serious here. Just be careful you're not being played for the fool. But for the most part, this person can show emotion and growth and attachment here. So I guess this is something to look out for some of you in regards to love. Let's have a look at your creative pursuit. Could be a career romance for some of you that's coming in. Okay, this is powerful. There's a collaboration coming in. Look, I don't want to mix the love and work together, but when it's there, it's there. I have to say it. For some of you, there's someone you're meeting, possibly a twin flame at work. This person may already be married. There's a notion of deceit here as well. So for some, you might be innocently flirting with someone around you, or possibly entering into a lover's triangle here. It could be affairs that are coming up, yes. But the two of you have potential to fall in love here. So it may be initially a sleeping around thing, but it has potential to be more, much more actually. But look, I really want to look at the career side of things, and I think for a lot of you, there's a lot of business meetings happening here, or collaborations. But if for those that are trying to collaborate with a business partner, a client, a customer, a wholesaler, or stakeholder, someone like this, you need to be mindful, because there could be some sort of fine print or some loopholes that this person may propose, or you may propose, Gemini, but you need to be careful, because there could be a lot of money invested, a lot of time, money, and effort invested, and eventually you'll actually get caught. For some of you, not for all. But this wonderful Lovers card here is really powerful with the Four of Wands. You're meeting with very important people that have potential to put you on a platform here with the Star card, offer you more work with the Ace of Pentacles, or more consistent work is what I'm seeing here. because the Lovers cards brings people that are destined to be in our path, that have to guide us in one way or another. So I feel like we're being guided in some way here in our career or creative pursuits. But I feel for the most part there's either an earth sign here, because 3 earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, a fellow Gemini, or a fire sign that's actually wanting to collaborate with you professionally. Now, if it's not a collaboration and you're not in business, I think there's a customer and client that's going to prove very, very lucrative and is actually going to end up giving you quite a hefty amount of money here. I see lots of finances. Now, whether this person gives you this directly or whether it's through a company and organization, but this shows this person will continuously be coming back for services and or products, which is what I'm seeing here. Negotiations are happening here. There's a product or an upsell of some kind, and for some I feel like it's an interview. If you are attending an interview, I see there's lots of success for some. There's a collaboration and something you'll be celebrating here, and I think it's because there's a union in the form of signing a contract here. There's an important document that he holds. So look, for some I feel this is an important change in terms of career. What I really like about this is that you can jump from the 7 of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles, which shows an increase in salary. So I'm not sure if there will be some sort of starting salary attached to this new job and then you'll actually grow in salary. But for some, I feel like there's elevation or promotion that's coming forward here. Generally, I see this as commerce and sales and wealth, and a lot of Geminis are very good at sales, customer service, things like this. So for those that are interested or, trying to figure out what they should be doing with their careers, this may be something to think about, because this is something you've got natural talent. Anything that involves communication, client relations, customer face engagement, I think you would absolutely excel at. And of course, you're very, very creative, and naturally you're able to build a lot of rapport with different people from all walks of life. So this is a talent you need to use to your advantage. But definitely important meetings that are happening, up to 2 or 3 meetings that are happening this month in regards to finances. I feel like some of you are going to, if you have like an incentive scheme or like a quota you need to reach, Gemini, I feel like some of you are breaking that this month, because I can see you're overlooking your analytical results and you'll be very, very happy with them. Or superiors or colleagues or the business you work for will be very pleased with your results because of your monetary contributions, is what I'm seeing this month. So, or there's a superior or someone around you that's wanting to tell you more information about the business. It's almost like they want to give you more ownership and they want you to treat it as their own, so to speak. So I like that there's someone around you that feels comfortable enough to do this with you, Gemini. This speaks volumes of your relationships and the trust. Just be careful not to betray that trust, or this other person doesn't betray, your trust or their part of the bargain or your part of the bargain, because that could be coming up for you in career and creative pursuits. But there is a lot of growth, the beautiful lush garden around here, expansion happening as well for some. There could be a new commercial property or studio or business or shop front you may open up, or you may start to work with or for, because this is home. For some of you, I feel like there's a notion of working from home, working in your own little world. And it's only early days because you have the Ace of Pentacles, but it's absolutely possible for some that you're actually creating whatever you're doing. As I said, that underlying theme of life as you know it changing. Whatever you're doing work-wise or creatively, there's a possibility to make this a career, a very lucrative career, a very profitable career at that. But it's also something that could propel you into the future and connect you with a lot of different people, in particular people that can help you. Interesting that the Lovers card sits on top of the Star card, so people that can put you on a platform or put you into the public eye, so agents, scouts, very well networked people are coming into your path here. But look, I will leave it at that, Gemini. Thank you so much for watching.